Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is my podcast. This is your Psychic Christine. I am available to download on iTunes, Psychic Christine Podcast. So here we're starting an interview with one of the amazing psychics here on soulmatewave.com. This is Psychic Cassidy, and you'll find her profile as charm1471. So, hi, Cassidy. How are you?
Yes, hi. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I am happy to have you, and I'm sure that there are a lot of people that would like to know a lot about you and about what services you provide and stuff. So, we're just going to get into this straight away. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. So, when did you discover that you had your gift?
Okay, so what separates me from other psychics and mediums is that I was naturally born with this gift. I did discover my ability at a very early age in life. I could remember when I was 5 years old, I would see intuitive dreams. I would notice auras. I would feel vibrations. And I come from a family of naturally born gifted psychics as well as healers.
Wow.
So I had a lot of people teaching me along the way and, showing me my ability and how I can even manifest my ability.
Wow, that's great. So how old were you? Sounds like you must have been very young.
Yes. Well, I remember getting dreams like when I was 5 years old. I remember feeling vibrations and auras and actually seeing people, and predictions coming through. Also, I was also 9 years old when I started reading.
Wow, 9 years old. That must have been tough to manage so young. That's a lot to take on. But I do know that happens because I started to find out about my gift really young as well. But I didn't actually start practicing until my early teens, so I know how that works. So how long have you been working as a psychic?
So I can also relate with that because, in my early age, it was a little bit difficult for me, even though I had family that were healers and psychics. I also, started picking up people and reading for people, I would say around 15 or 16. I have over 10 years experience online being a psychic as well.
Online as well?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Because I do tell people that it's always good to be connecting with a psychic that has at least 10 years experience as a psychic, so they're comfortable with it. So are you able to use your ability like for predictions for yourself and family members as well, or is it just people that specifically come in to have a reading by you?
I was told at a very early age that, it wasn't good for me to read for myself or read for others like family or friends. As I got older recently, I would say around 2018 at the beginning of the year, I started doing some card pulls for myself. But growing up and having my gift, I never really read for family, friends, or even myself.
Yeah. Well, when I try to do a reading for myself, it's kind of like I have a biased opinion, and a lot of what I know about the person can influence the reading. So that's one of the reasons that I don't do it for family members or myself, but people that come in, of course, and my online readings as well. So let me ask you a question. So let's say you're just, randomly walking on the street or you're in a restaurant or whatever. Do you randomly pick up stuff from people or do you actually have to have a reading done in order for you to be able to tune in?
Well, I call my abilities sometimes when I'm in public places my spiritual antennas. I can pick up on vibrations, I can pick up on auras, and there are times randomly I just, walk up to somebody and just tell them what I see and what I feel, depending on the situation of what I pick up on.
I understand. I do the same thing. If I feel it's really important, I will just pop up and approach someone. But sometimes, energies do come through. That's for sure. So tell me some of the positive experiences or tell me some of the experiences that you've had working with psychics? I'm sorry, working with your clients.
Yes. So I also, have taught people how to manifest their own gifts and abilities. So that was a good experience. I did a lot of healings before. I'm also like an energetic healer. So I've helped people in the past with their chakras and just help people like energetically, long distance, as well as in person.
Right, that's great. That's great. So you actually help people find their own gifts and abilities so they can be able to use that for themselves. That's like a really important thing. I think that's a great thing to provide for people. So how do you feel that having a psychic reading benefits a person? Like what's the number one reason or the number one benefit, just in your opinion? I know there are a lot of benefits, but in your opinion, what's the number one?
So I'm a love specialist, so I specialize in love. And love is a very big factor in our lives. And I help people mostly with their relationships, whether they're broken or whether they're, need to reunite with their soulmate. I help find, locate their soulmate. I also can tell whether the relationship is meant to be or not.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, I agree.
I like to really just focus on the love life as well.
Yeah, well, Soulmate Wave is I know that there are psychics on soulmatewave.com that have a multiple abilities to help in a person's life, but Soulmate Wave is more for those difficult and complicated relationships. There are so many people that need help in that department. So are predictions you make about a person's life, would you say that they're like written in stone, or do you think that they have the ability to change things about in the present, like to change a negative prediction about the future?
Negative predictions, I would agree on that, yes. Only because, there's always possibilities for change, okay? And I believe that everyone has their own destiny. But at the same time, my predictions have been accurate. I've been honest with all my clients. And, if I see something bad or if I see something negative, I always tell them, some guidance that would help change it for the better.
Okay. So can you just give me like an example of how this works if someone were to have a reading done by you on Soulmate Wave? I know that they'll request you as a reader. I know you've got 24 hours to respond, and they're going to ask you a question. So tell me what types of services you provide to the clients. Tell me each of your different services that you have up there and the prices, please. I think people would want to know.
Yeah. So I'll start off with a $10 special.
Okay, and what does that tell?
The $10 special is guidance directly into their situation. What I just need is their name, date of birth, and person they're asking about. I would go right into that situation, pick up on the vibrations, and also tell them, what I see. And they're allowed one question with that $10 special.
Okay, that's an awesome feature. Okay, and do you have other services that you offer there?
Yes, I also have the love spread, and this is the love reading. I use tarot cards and also rose quartz crystal. Rose quartz crystal, some people are familiar with it, some people are not. The rose quartz, really helps when it comes to relationships because I'm able to pick up on the person's feelings, emotions, with the crystal. So I actually use that as a tool as well.
Okay.
And the love spread goes into the past, present, and future. It also is direction into the energy, into what's supposed to happen. And you're also allowed 3 questions with that reading regarding you and your soulmate.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. So there's an option on soulmatewave.com that lets people post a question for free. And just so that the people can get to know their psychic a little better. Are you one of the psychics that reach out to those posts as well?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, all right, good. So a lot of people, and I've talked about this on previous podcasts, there's a lot of people that assume that in order to get an accurate reading, it has to be done face to face. Tell me how you feel about that. I mean, obviously you're here online, but do you think that there's a real difference whether they're present with you or doing it through text or phone?
It's very similar whether you get your reading done in person or by phone or over the internet. I really feel like it's all about energy, and whether you're with that person in person or not, I do feel like it's very similar. Either way, you get your reading through text, through video, in person, it's all the same. But a lot of people get a lot of convenience when they're just having their reading at home, or, sometimes it's kind of better online, actually.
I agree.
They have comfort.
I agree. Yeah, they're in the comfort of their own home. Because I, as a psychic, just through the date of birth and the first name and the question, I'm able to tune in. And when we did those few interviews with you, and you were amazingly accurate, by the way, just with that little bit of information, you were able to tune in as well. Excuse me. So is there anything that you would like people to know about your services?
Yes. So I would like people to know that I do have the $10 special, which is focusing on just one particular question and, a particular situation. That's love guidance for the $10 special. I would also let people know that I do have the rose quartz crystal reading combined with tarot for $45, and you're allowed 3 questions, and that reading goes into 3 to 5 years. I also have another option, which is locating your soulmate, and that reading is like more for people that don't actually know like where is their soulmate and they're still searching, or they have someone but there is like someone stopping them from their love, something like that.
Interferences, blockages.
Okay, yes, the soulmate, manifest your soulmate.
Gotcha.
And I believe that reading is 85. And then I also have the chakra couple balancing, and that's mostly for couples. That's mostly like for you and your partner to actually balance out your relationship, whether you're having problems or you're feeling blocked with your soulmate. This is really to help clear those chakras and help you feel a lot more better and on track with your soulmate.
I did see that. I thought that was an amazing service, a couples reading. I thought that was great. I think you're the only one on soulmatewave.com that's doing that. So that's pretty awesome. So did you have any feelings about the new year coming up?
I did. I feel like this year was a lot of challenges for most people in all different areas of their life. It was like a transition, I felt. Like there was a lot of challenges this year of 2018. I feel like 2019 is going to be a very fruitful year for everybody in every area of their life. I feel like it's going to bring a lot of rewards for people.
Right. I was having similar feelings about the new year as well. So, yeah, I definitely get lots of good vibes for this new year coming. So, how often do you think a person should have a reading done?
Well, I noticed, reading online and, by the internet, I noticed, people sometimes really call often or, connect often through text, so that's okay. So I think daily, I think on the daily, it's good to have your reading because there's a lot of things that you can find out daily. Every day is different.
I agree. I tell a lot of people that come here to see me and have online readings done with me as well, ask me that question, how often? And I say, whenever you need it, whenever something pops up and you need an answer to a question or you find yourself at a crossroad. So, it was really wonderful having you on the show, Psychic Cassidy. Can you just please tell everyone your name and where to find you on Soulmate Wave?
Yes. So my name is Psychic Cassidy, and my username is charm1471. And thank you all for listening.
Thank you so much, Cassidy. I wish you the best of luck for this new year. And I'm sure you're going to have a lot of happy customers.
Thank you so much.
Okay, good luck, sweetheart. Thank you.
Yes.